For this video, we're going to be doing a breakdown on number 33, running back and defensive back, Chris Kalle, class of 2024 of Westlake High School, highlighted on the screen. And before we dive farther into the breakdown, if you like this kind of content, please give a thumbs up and subscribe for future videos. If you're considering helping the group even further, think about joining our Patreon for added benefits or using donation links in the description below. And now talking about Chris, this young man had a very productive year last year. This is not my first video on him. And last season he had about 900 yards of total offense, 16 total touchdowns, and he is a versatile weapon. And that's as a runner, receiver, and even a blocker. And he was getting more and more involved as the season went along and had his biggest moments in some of the biggest games that the team had. And as a runner, he has really good feet. He has a sharp cut. He can make defenders miss in open space. And he has that burst and breakaway speed to create large chunk plays. And he really thrived on outside runs and designed C-gap runs, whether it's off tackle or counters. And as a blocker, he's not afraid, I mentioned. He can get his nose in there, block linebackers, block outside linebackers and defensive ends. So I really like that about him. And what he can work on, to me, the big question is running in between B-gap to B-gap. So inside the tackle runs, can he get those grinded out kind of yards? I know they haven't asked a lot of him to do that. And also as a blocker, just some more consistency on his technique. But let's go over a couple plays I really liked. Which he's located right here on the screen. You're going to see his ability on outside runs is really strong. It's going to be a design sweep. They're going to fake a run with the fullback and hand it off to him going towards the outside. And again, his ability to make defenders miss with his sharp cut. You can see outside linebacker screaming up the field. This could be a loss right here, but again, watch his ability to juke. He's got good feet, really sharp juke right there, and here's the breakaway speed that I mentioned. Right, he can hit that gear quickly, create this large touchdown play right here. And again, it starts with making the first defender miss. And those who watch my video know I always think the best backs, they do a really good job of making that first defender miss on a consistent basis. And there's that really nice juke right there on the outside linebacker. And there's the speed that he gets to the outside. He can really create these long touchdowns, these big chunk plays. Let's go to another play. And again, he had some of the biggest moments in the big games. Here he is in the backfield, their T formation. They're going to be running a sweep or an off-tackle play right here designed. You're going to get a block right here on the defensive end. Guard is going to be pulling around looking for the linebacker, and you're going to get a kick out by the fullback. Right, so this is kind of that C to outside run design. And really good job blocking right here, creating this seal. Good job by the offense to get a hat on a hat. Creates this little alleyway, and this is that burst that I'm talking about. His ability to explode through the hole. And again, look at him get shot right out of a cannon once he sees that alley, creating another long touchdown. Again, he has that ability. He can really burst and explode through the hole, not just make defenders miss, but when he sees that alley, he can really hit the hole hard and get to that next level quickly. And again, really good job, a hat on a hat. Look at him explode through that line of scrimmage. DB can't make a play on him. Leads to another long touchdown. I mentioned his versatility. This is a versatile weapon, and he also contributed in the passing game as a receiver. He can run patterns as the wingback out of the backfield, and I like this. Look at him. Send him out as a wide receiver. He's highlighted right on the screen. And this is just one-on-one. He's going to do a fade right here. This is mono-a-mono, man-to-man. And the speed really kills defenders right here. He gets on the defender quickly, so he's afraid to turn around again. Look at him get right on that defender. He can't turn around, and I like how he finds the ball, tracks it down, jumps up. He doesn't wait for it to come down from him and make a play on it for this receiving touchdown. Again, the versatility to do more than one thing. He's not just a runner. He can also be a weapon out of the passing game, which is extremely important. Versatility I love in a football player. And his ability to stretch him out as a receiver. Look at him get on the defender quickly. Can't get his head around. Finds the ball. Even with some contact onto him, he goes up, makes this catch, breaks that tackle, leads to another touchdown. Let's go to the final play, and I mentioned blocking. He's not afraid to get his nose in there, and at times I've seen some really impressive blocks, whether it's blocking linebackers or outside linebackers. And this is an example right here. In this kind of offense, you need running backs who can block, and they're going to be running a sweep to him. He's got a really important block at the point of attack to seal off this defender to get to the outside, and he does that. First of all, look at the contact, right? He gets his head underneath him. You can see good leverage right here, nice wide base, hands inside, and now he's going to drive his feet. Again, this is a good example right here. He tries to get off him, but look, keeps his hands inside and drives his feet, buries this block, and creates this nice pancake. And this is not the only time I've seen it, right? I've seen it on outside linebackers, on inside linebackers. He's not afraid. I talked about the consistency, but there are moments like this that I really like. Again, driving that feet right there, being a versatile football player at the running back spot. And there's a lot to like from this young man. Again, another year, probably going to be an increased role. I'm excited to see what he does this upcoming season.